What is going on, everybody, and welcome to Good Reel Hunting, where we hunt for the good reels so you do not have to. I am the BrettMan. I am joined on my right here of Brad, and we got incredible special guests here tonight. Fellas that we've been trying to get on this channel for the longest time, and we finally got it to work, so I'm excited to have Frank and Darren from the Slaughtered Lamb Podcast. Gentlemen, how are y'all doing today?
Great. How are you guys? How's everyone out there? Happy Good Friday. It is a Good Friday when all four of us can get together, right?
Exactly.
And everybody out there.
Yeah, super stoked about it, man.
Yeah, this is exciting.
These freaking legends, man. Legends.
Oh yeah, legends in the making, man. Because you guys are just doing excellent work on your all's channel right now. Again, from I think today you all are at 48 Patreons right now, and y'all just started Patreon a month ago.
Just over 2 weeks. Yeah,
this month.
Just over 2 weeks.
See, that is insane. But again, that just shows how much people appreciate you and just think of your guys' just talent, not only just reviewing movies, but just your all's chemistry together too. It's really inspiring to me and Brad too. So absolutely, you all deserve that success.
Oh, thank you. It all came down to Darren giving out Polaroids of him to help advertise for our Patreon.
Knew it.
That's always a good start, dude. I've been waiting on BrettMan to do something.
You can't hack a Polaroid, can you? But it takes forever to.
Oh my gosh. If the movie hasn't even begun, ladies and gentlemen, we're already causing or stirring shit. So the only person we're missing is Chad, because he's the ultimate shit stirrer in the group. So let me go ahead and say hello to the chat real quick, because we got some good people here in the chat. I saw Tabitha Short and Chester earlier on.
Hey, Tab.
Hey,
Chester.
Says loves Frank's floating head in regards to the thumbnail. Yeah, there was a lot I could have done with that. I want you guys on in the future, so I just decided to keep it PG.
You have carte blanche, gentlemen. Carte blanche.
I handed them over. Just do what you want with them.
Do what you want with our heads.
Hey, I will in the future now, so don't tempt me.
I could have sent you the Polaroids to put on there.
Please do that.
Man, we got Brandon Jackson. What's going on?
Hey, Brandon.
Got Yorkshire Horror Show. What's going on? Man, and we got Kyle from Flit Lives. What's going on? I know he is close to 200 subs, so if we can...
He made it.
Buddy. Oh,
he got the 200.
He got the two, yeah.
Okay,
He did? Oh, well done, Kyle.
Congratulations,
That's fantastic.
Kyle, for 200 subs.
You can breathe easy now.
That's a big milestone, man. That's awesome. Good work.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Can I just give a
deserved.
shout out to Yorkshire Horror Show? I've never heard of this person before, but I'm actually from West Yorkshire myself. So it's a pleasure to have the Yorkshire Horror Show in the house.
Oh, that's awesome, man. It's crazy how many people we can get tied into a YouTube show. That's so awesome.
Darren, you probably know it's Yorkshire, Florida, right? Probably.
Oh, really? Is there a Yorkshire in Florida?
No,
oh, right. Okay.
No,
well, that's good.
It's too long.
Frank, why would you ruin such a beautiful moment? Dang, comment, man. J-Man, what's going on? J-Man in the house. I know later on he'll have a Silver Bullet watch party over on his channel. So right after you finish our watch party, you can go hop on his channel and watch Silver Bullet, a nice werewolf double feature.
Heck yeah, dude.
And
fantastic.
Friday is what we're calling
Justin Goodrich, what's going on? The Polaroid was the selling point. That is true. I have no doubt about it. And crap, I mentioned shit stirring, and here's Chad.
Just like that. That's all you gotta say, man.
All you gotta say is shit stirring and how many resurrection, and Chad will pop up out of nowhere.
And it looks like he's in the Outback.
Well, bring back the Awesome Blossom or whatever that's called. Adrian James, what's going on, my friend?
Hey, Adrian.
Veronica, what's going on? And
Hi, Veronica.
Butter Cookie, you got this. Damn right we do. And then I am from Leeds, West.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
There we go. That's fantastic. Yorkshire Horror Show, I'm from just around the corner from you. I'm from Saltaire. So you will know that very well. It's literally 5 minutes on a train from Leeds. So welcome.
Is that a cracker?
A cracker?
Yeah.
What do you mean a cracker?
Is it Saltaire cracker?
Saltaire. No, Saltaire is a historical town from West Yorkshire in the UK.
You're thinking about saltine.
Oh, saltine.
Ah, right. Okay. A cracker? What's a cracker?
A cracker.
That's like our American version of
You put in
You
soup.
put cheese whiz on there.
Like a biscuit?
no, we
Like a
don't put
Ritz.
peanut
Like
butter.
one of
no,
those
no.
things. Ah, right. Okay, got it. Yeah.
And then
No, it's not.
not raised peanut butter. We're not going to add that peanut butter. But, Blockbuster, what's going on?
Yeah,
The
it's going to
greatest
dirty
werewolf
places.
transformation scene ever, which I absolutely agree with.
Agreed.
That statement.
Absolutely.
And Happy, what's going on, Happy?
Hey, Coy.
We got Nick. What's going on, Nick? And here we go. Adrian says I'm from Wolverhampton, West Midlands, UK.
So he's about an hour and a half south of where I'm from. So yeah, not long at all.
Hell yeah.
Super cool, man.
That's awesome. So, everybody in the chat, thank you so much for tuning in. Before I show the movie fact cards, and we'll hit play. Frank and Darren, why American Werewolf in London? Because I'm letting our guest choose the movie we watch for this birthday watch series. So, guys, why American Werewolf?
Well, it's the first one. Dana and I were moderators on Dave McRae's channel. It's the one movie that him and I absolutely adore. And I didn't know Darren was from across the pond. But it's a movie that crashed our cultures together. And we absolutely adore this movie. And then we decided to get a podcast going based upon this movie. And we just meld so perfectly over this movie, as well as another one called A Fish Called Wanda. Which again is an American type British movie. It's that's how it all began, really. Unless Darren has a different version.
Well, no, you're absolutely right. I think, but also we were trying to think of a name for what we were going to do, and we wanted it to be. We always wanted to kind of have fun with movies. We wanted the channel to be a kind of a relaxed space where we can just chat about films, point out the good and bad in them, and just, really enjoy what we're doing. Not to get too serious about movies. There's a lot of channels out there where people get overly serious about films. We just wanted to be passionate and have fun, and we wanted to think of a name that kind of, that kind of, I guess, summarized that. So the Slaughtered Lamb is the pub in An American Werewolf in London.
I knew it.
So it's a place to go for good times, laughs, fun, all that kind of stuff. And that's what we wanted the channel to be all about. So we called the channel the Slaughtered Lamb Movie Podcast.
Oh, see, that's awesome. And that's a great name for your all's channel, too. Because, again, the stories, how you all met and decided to do the podcast. So that's really awesome. When we get to 1K subs on our channel, we are finally going to fulfill people's promises and do Goodwill hunting, because that's kind of where we got our channel from, is from Goodwill.
Oh, excellent.
And then I'll tell Brad that it wasn't his fault. It's not your fault.
How do you like them apples?
Oh man. But guys, here I'm going to do the movie facts card, so I'm going to get my deep breath in, and here we go. American Werewolf in London was released on August the 21st of 1981 with a 7.5 out of 10 on IMDb, which great score for a horror movie. And on Letterboxd, it's a 3.8 out of 5, where most of the votes are coming in at 4 out of 5, which I think that's great. The tomato meter is at 89% and an audience score at 85%, which again, amazing scores for a horror movie. $10 million budget with a $30.5 million US domestic box office, and the wide domestic box office was $31 million, and it's directed by John Landis, which I saw an episode of the Curse films today, talking about the Twilight Zone movie that he directed, and yeah, he had a rough on that set, and we got the cast down there. So guys, anything that just gravitates you, or just seeing anything interesting with these facts?
Frank?
Well, I would say I think the reason why it did so much at the box office is probably because of word of mouth of the transformation scene. That's probably everyone Everyone went to go see it. Probably a few people. It's a werewolf movie, not a big deal. Everyone was thinking of Lon Chaney and probably a couple Hammer films. And they said, no, you have to go see American Werewolf in London. It's absolutely one of the best werewolf transformations you will ever see. And plus, being filmed in London helped probably the box office as well. Like I said, like Darren and I said, the culture clash and then the symbiotic relationship between the two countries, it was absolutely needed for this movie and helped out.
Oh, man, that's awesome. And Darren?
Yeah, no, and also the setting for the start of the movie is in Yorkshire, in the UK. Although, unfortunately, they didn't film it in Yorkshire. It's full of Yorkshire people and almost looks like Yorkshire, but they actually filmed it in Wales, which obviously is another country. So, but it does pass as Yorkshire, and that's why for me it's always been very sort of close to my heart. Also, I first heard about this film and I was a bit late to the party. I first saw it it came out in 81. I saw it in 84. And it was all because of Michael Jackson's Thriller. So if you remember in Michael Jackson's Thriller, John Landis directed that music video. He had Michael Jackson turning into a werewolf.
No.
But well,
I thought it was a werecat.
He looks like a cat. It's supposed to be a werewolf, but it looks like a cat. So what happened on that, when you bought that VHS, there was a kind of making of, and the reason why Michael Jackson wanted to do that video, or to have John Landis direct that video, was because he saw American Werewolf in London. And they showed this clip of American Werewolf in London, which is the Piccadilly Circus scene where all the carnage happens at the end of the movie. And I saw that as a young kid. I would have been like 10 or 11 at the time. And I thought, Jesus, this looks insane. And it prompted me to get my dad to rent the video, which I've never looked back from since then.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Brad, anything you notice on these movie facts?
Nothing too crazy. I mean, I think all the scores are very well deserved. I think, across the board, the budget, very solid $10 million budget for the time, 1981. That's pretty big numbers for a horror flick. And it definitely pays off, as we'll see with the effects here in a little bit and everything. Obviously, specifically the transformation scene is amazing that we've been talking about already. But outside of that, too, I mean, there's good effects all around.
Oh, man, great. Let me get the chat real quick, and I'm paused at 0 seconds. Where are you guys paused at?
I'm at 0 as well.
I'm 0 now.
I'm at 9, and I'll count to 9 with you.
Frank, why you gotta be so difficult, man? You have one job. Okay, I do got a serious question for Brother Fluff here. First off, Jeannie, ugly name, hot woman. So, Flamethrower, I gotta ask you, because we've been making a running joke of this so far on the Birthday Watch series. Which stunt double were you in this movie? Because in American Psycho, he was the ass double for Christian Bale. And then the Karate Kid, he was a Mr. Miyagi stunt double. So I gotta know who he's the stunt double for in this movie.
Probably Ginny Gutter, man. He's talking about himself right there. I mean, I think, just from, like a side angle or something, like, or, maybe from the back, like you can't tell.
Oh my gosh. Tiffany, what's going on?
Hey, Tiffany.
All right, and Mel from My Killer Podcast, what's going on? She is ready, so if she's ready, we have to be ready. So, guys, I'm going to do the countdown from 5, and when I say play, we hit play. Let me know when you guys are ready.
Don't get scared now.
Ready?
Oh, hey,
Ready.
That's my line. That's Georgie's line. So, all right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and play.
All right, we're rocking and rolling, man.
Yeah, so I'm watching on the Peacock app, and they have this movie for free.
So we're on the Universal logo, yeah?
Yes,
Right now.
Universal logo and MCA company.
Make sure my volume's nice and toasty here. And
Yeah, Brad, help me out with the chat too. If you can, or are you watching on your computer?
I am on my computer, but I can still see. I'm still going to try to keep a look at the chat as well, so it's no big deal.
Okay, I got it on my phone too because I got to do full screen. I'm not as fancy as Chris Snyder with the double monitors, so he can do both at the same time.
I'll just do half and half, man. It works for me. Good music right out the gate, man.
Yeah. Well, you
Yep.
notice every single song in this film has got a kind of moon connotation to it. So whether it's Blue Moon or Bad Moon Rising, or there's others in there as well, but they're all linked to moons. But also, if you notice at the start, there's a little kind of credit on there that says for Jim O'Rourke.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah. Jim O'Rourke was a producing partner of John Landis's, who produced, I think it was one of his first films, Schlock, and I think he was possibly going to be involved in this film as well, and he died when pre-production began.
Oh,
So
man.
the movie's dedicated to him.
That's nice. Get that
And
dedication
have
out
you
there.
gentlemen met David before?
I
Like the
haven't.
I almost did. He was going to be at one of the Monster Mania in Cherry Hill, and I was working, and then all of a sudden he was a last minute ad, and I was like, son of a bitch. Because I would have took off of work.
Oh, dude, I wouldn't blame you. I believe when me and Brad went to Days of the Dead in Atlanta, he was one of the marquee ones there, but he canceled last minute too.
Oh.
I wasn't as big with American Werewolf in London, so I wasn't going to meet him. But if I have a chance to meet him again or try to meet him, I absolutely will and have him sign a Blu-ray copy.
Yeah, that'd be a good bet, Birdie. I think that'd be a good idea because I definitely think I just really enjoyed this thing the first time, and I just feel like I'm going to like it more and more every time I watch it. Honestly,
Yeah, especially the transformation scene when we get to it, because like again, that created a whole Academy Award all by itself.
yeah, and it's just fun. It's just a fun movie, man.
Yeah. And you can see that the movie was produced by John Peters and Peter Guber as well, who produced Batman in 1989. They were
very
big
cool.
Hollywood producers at the time.
Yep. And Griffin Dunn's sister, unfortunately, she was murdered. She was the older sister in Poltergeist.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I know that story.
Watched
Yeah.
that episode of Cursed Films today too.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
talked about that.
So Darren, you're saying all this right here is Wales, right here? at
This
the
is
beginning?
Wales, yeah, which is doubling for Yorkshire. Now, I no idea why they decided to do that. Maybe it was I have no idea. Maybe because it was, I don't know, closer to London than Yorkshire is. Maybe I'm not sure which part of Wales it is. Maybe somebody can correct me in the chat. There'll be some reason why they chose it, but yeah, it's. Yorkshire looks a lot like this anyway, where I come from. So
That's what I was about
and-
to ask.
yeah.
It's. It
I
looks
bet
lovely.
you want
It's
to go
awesome.
be like these gentlemen and put on some warm, comfy clothes and take a hike. Again, stay on the road, but like I bet that's something you want to do.
Will you listen to him now? There you go. Stick to the roads and the best of luck. That's exactly what Frank and I say after every episode.
We need to see that
cool.
guy because I could have swore you all came up with that quote.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll take that.
Oh man. Let me check the chat here. Brandon Jackson says this movie came out a year I was born. Boring year, but great year for slashers.
Yeah.
And then there's
Yeah.
81
Tabitha
was.
saying hey, and Brother Fluff
Tabitha, how's
says
it going?
David is super friendly. Met him last year. Like,
Oh, that's cool. I like to hear that.
Now, this movie was not going to almost be made because, Darren, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you needed to have some kind of British lineage in some of the for some of the actors as part of the agreement to film. And
Yeah.
luckily, David had some British heritage to star in this movie, so it worked out.
And there's a huge list of British character actors in this film as well. Which, when we get to the Slaughtered Lamb pub in a minute, it's full of them.
Yeah, that's what I was actually going to bring up because the podcast I listened to explained that scene about how often we're actors.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. They're very familiar to kind of British people of my age, I guess. A lot of them are dead now. In fact, even some of the younger ones that are in it are dead. There's a guy in there who's actually. Did you ever see a movie called Drop Dead Fred with Rick Mail?
I don't think I've ever heard.
Phoebe Cates is in it.
Yeah. and he was a British comedian. I'll point him out in a second. That is in this film. Was also started to get a bit of a Hollywood career going, but then I think about 10 years ago, unfortunately, died. Very young, probably only in his sort of mid-50s.
See, these guys are already breaking the first rule of Ray. They didn't stick to the road.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, John Landis had a habit of still filming without yelling "cut." So some of the lines that are made up in this movie because they just went through their dialogue and there was nothing to say, so they just made shit up as they went, and he kept in the film.
And there's some long scenes there of just walking and absorbing the landscapes that you kind of pick up on too. I think that kind of comes from that too. There it is, man. The slaughtered lamb.
Okay, next question, guys. Why the hell, either of your awesome background does not have that, like, sign or doesn't have, like, a little, like, mannequin with the wolf and the spear going through it? Like,
in my background, I have 2 American Werewolf posters. I have one there,
so
which
Darren, is... Frank, what's your excuse then?
Well, Dr. Loomis obviously got mad and he took them all down.
Well, because Darren's from London.
Yorkshire.
They coming.
What's that poster you got back there, Frank, on the right?
Oh, that's Halloween.
Oh, okay.
Or this one.
Yeah, that
Oh,
one
that-
right there.
That's Lon Chaney.
Okay.
And it's a NECA figure actually in a box.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
I had to put something werewolf up.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, fine. You get a pass, and plus you took time out of your day to join us. So I'm gonna let you have that one.
Gladly. Now this one actually bothers Darren. We did a best and worst of on this movie, and he absolutely thinks that every American is going to go to a pub and ask for tea is a sin. It's an absolute sin. He doesn't want to drink.
You know what? I worked with a guy, a quite famous editor in the job that I do. And he turned around to me and said, the British are known for 2 things, your love for tea and your bad teeth. And it was a long time before I realized that he's actually right.
Son of a bitch, he actually has a point.
Well, I never realized why the Austin Powers thing, with his big, horrible teeth and everything, was it?
Mm-hmm. Like Felicity, well, not Felicity, Miss Kensington, did you ever feel the same way? Well, I just couldn't just stop looking at your bad teeth. Like...
So this guy here, this is Brian Glover, who's going to tell this joke now. He's actually this guy here with the bald head. He used to be a wrestler in the UK,
really?
A big, a really famous wrestler. And then he became an actor as time went on. He was did a lot of commercials and did a lot of movies. He's actually in quite a main role in Alien 3.
He's the warden.
Film. Yeah. He's passed away now. And Rick Mayall is on the left hand side there, the young guy. He was in the movie Drop Dead Fred.
And it wasn't the special effects artist named Rick as well.
Yeah, Rick Baker.
The one that did that did the transformation.
Yeah.
Tiffany Moses is here, and she wants to know where we're at in the movie. And we are at 9 minutes and 40 seconds.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pub at the moment.
And then Missy, what's going on too? I just saw Missy in the chat. And Davey, what's going on? What's the star on the wall? Oh, from the
pentagram.
Pub.
It's pentagram, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And then Yorkshire's here, wants to know if anybody's got the new American Werewolf in London 4K from Arrow Film. I do
Yes. Yeah.
not. Yeah, is it
I
awesome?
figured you guys would, but I haven't. But I'm very picky on 4K. I always have to do my research if I'm going to buy something on 4K.
Man, I try to get it when I can, man. I have not got this one yet, though.
Brad,
There's some
that was
great
your
extras
tip,
on
by
it.
the way, on the darts board right there.
What's
just
that?
Totally miss the darts. That guy just totally missing. That was your attempt the other night.
Dude, I
Or
took
a
you to
couple
school
months.
the other day, man. Get out of here.
No, I got
you to
the
school
the
so
video
bad?
evidence.
Let's see it.
See these
the
guys, these guys in the pub here. A lot of these old guys, you would still see if you go out into certain areas in Yorkshire, you would still see guys like this. Mm-hmm. Just and you notice there's no women in there apart from the barman. That would be exactly what it would have been like in some of these pubs back in the 80s in the UK.
Interesting.
Well, Darren, that's because those are all her kids.
And plus, I was about to say, she's a barman. I would think she'd be a bar woman.
Sorry, a bar person. Landlady.
Yeah,
A
sorry,
landlady.
we
That's
can't
what I meant to say.
Catch BrettMan.
Sorry, I had to. Thank you for clearing that up. Gory Tiger, what's going on, my friend?
And then, you know what? It's not a coincidence of the color jackets they're wearing either.
For the red and the
And the
what's
olive
that,
green.
gray, green, yeah, olive green. Well, you already kind of did, so you kind of failed.
Yeah. So and I mean, I guess we can guess all the beer in there is pretty warm. Yeah, like room temperature beer.
Yeah, well, probably. Actually, no. These kind of places really sort of take pride in their beer in Yorkshire, so it would have been pretty good. I guess where the place you've just experienced, your equivalent would be one of those kind of truck stops in the middle of nowhere.
They got some showers in the back, or what?
Clean bathrooms.
In a half-working pinball machine with a broken flipper.
Oh my god.
And VH and tapes, right? Cassette tapes still for sale.
Yeah.
Another thing I wanted to point out too is I love these guys' chemistry with one another.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's spot on, man. They really do.
Even
They have
though
that
once
down.
again they did not take the road, so that's strike 2 on their decision making. Even though we wouldn't have a movie if they didn't go if they went the right direction for Al.
No, not much of one anyway.
I think, as Frank said, though, Landis would keep the camera rolling, and so the guys a lot of the time are just probably joshing off camera, and he's got them. Do you know what I mean? He's following them around.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. I love that too.
And the howl is an animal played backwards. I forgot what's
It's a lion, I think, played backwards.
Yeah,
isn't
it's a
it,
big
I think?
cat played backwards.
Yeah,
Like a puma.
something.
Yes, so a big cat, Brett. A big cat.
It's a big cat.
Not a house cat. A big cat.
Oh, okay, like a liger.
Yeah, like a liger. There you go. Very rare. Very rare.
Yeah, it's Napoleon Dynamite's favorite animal. Tiger and a lion, no switchcraft.
And this sequence still upsets me to this day. I think it's one of the most violent on-screen deaths that you will see. And it's up there for me with, and we mentioned, Frank and I spoke about this on our episode that we did. It's up there for me with Quint's death in Jaws in terms of the absolute agony that you witness on screen. In a second, you're going to see Griffin Dunn, Jack, absolutely screaming for his life.
Well, he hated filming this too, right there.
Yeah.
He hated this.
Yeah, yeah. This was actually shot in London, in Hyde Park, I think it was, wasn't it, Frank?
Yeah, on the Queensland.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
Cool.
Damn.
I've been there before. This they do a good job with tension in this scene too. Like even before you even
Yes.
get to the bloodbath of it all and the viciousness of it, all this stuff is great. The sounds, the freaking your limited visibility here.
And it's really cold, Brad. Really cold.
Yeah, you can see the breath.
Yeah, see their breath.
is spot on.
But they're not trapped in a refrigerator like The Exorcist was. What's going on, Tom? How are you doing?
Sheepdog.
Pretty pissed off sheepdog.
Werewolf.
Did you kick a
Nice
lamb on the way
doggy.
over?
So is Hyde Park like this open in spots, or did they have to do some?
It's
creative
huge.
stuff
I
here?
mean, Hyde
Yeah.
Park is absolutely huge. So
Probably like Central Park, right? About the same.
yeah, I'm not sure it's as big as Central Park, but it is huge.
I don't know. I'll
been-
tell you when we get
Oh
there.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
I mean, the agony that this guy's in, screaming for his life. And I can
It is-
only remember Quint in Jaws dying and how he was screaming and pleading, for help.
Oh my god! Like they don't hold back.
No. And look at that. He's a mess.
Yeah, No, actually, Darren, I'm sorry. It's just a flesh wound.
Yeah, he got freaking murked up pretty good, man. That's a good sequence though.
Terrific.
Great effects.
But no, speaking of Quinn, I rewatched Jaws recently, and I've recently just gave it a 5 out of 5. But yeah, I'm still surprised Jaws is PG. With
I am
its
too,
music
man.
ratings
Yeah.
back then.
Well, there was no other rating at the time that it could have been other than an R. And it's not strong enough to be an R. When Jaws came out, there was no PG-13. So it kind of, like Poltergeist is a PG in the US. But you've got that scene where that guy peels his face off.
Oh, which
Yeah.
that scene gets incredible too.
Yeah. So it wasn't until after, I think, what was it? Temple of Doom? There was another film as well. Was it Red Dawn?
Red
or something
Dawn.
like that?
Yep.
Red Dawn was the first PG-13, I think.
That explains why airplane's like a G, I think, and there's videos in there. Man.
But Jaws was also a PG in the UK because we had no other rating to attribute it to. So at the time, now it's been re-rated a 12A, which is a kind of equivalent to your PG-13. But at the time when it came out, it was a PG. It was one of the first films I saw in the cinema as a kid back in the late 70s. So
Damn nice.
yeah, it was.
And-
My first film was Star Wars. My second film was Jaws on its re-release in 1978 or 9. I can't remember now. But I would have been like 5, 6 years old.
God, that beats me and the Lion King and Aladdin. That's my first GTA experience. It's like, true, fuck me. So,
he's talking about the live action versions,
but hey, at least I watched the best Disney movie of all time.
Of
so.
course.
Yeah, one of them.
Well, what do you? Okay, what's your favorite?
Do you know what? I never got into Disney films at all. When I was growing up as a kid, Disney had a really bad time during the 80s. If you look at Disney's films in the 80s, they were really poor. In fact, Don Bluth, who made things like All Dogs Go to Heaven and what was it, American Journey or something like that? I can't remember now. He was ruling
Great American
the 80s.
Tale?
Exactly, yeah. He was ruling the 80s. And Disney didn't come back until the likes of The Lion King and Aladdin and Sleeping
Beauty
Beauty.
and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast, all that kind of stuff. And then I saw when I first started working, I saw the likes of Lion King and really appreciated them for what they were. But unfortunately, when I was growing up as a kid, Disney were making films like The Cat from Outer Space and Black Hole and what was the other one? Dragon Slayer and all this crap that just The Incredible Journey about a cat and a dog traveling from town to town.
Puberty.
Live action. It was boring stuff,
Yeah, man. I'm with you though. I mean, I didn't really see a lot of those growing up either. I actually didn't see Lion King until I was already a man, and I enjoyed it. But it's still going back. It's still one of my favorites of the animated films.
The
Tiffany-
Disney Renaissance is what they called it.
Yeah, for sure, man. So Tiffany thinks that scene's still pretty creepy as well. Going back to the mauling scene we just saw there a minute
Yes.
ago.
Yep.
And Brandon added in that he's surprised that the actors didn't get hypothermia in the scene.
They were
'cause it looked
close.
cold as a mofo, man.
They were close.
Were they close?
Yep.
Because
This is Frank Oz. This is the voice of Kermit the Frog here.
And Piggy,
and Miss
Yoda.
Piggy, yeah.
And Flamethrower says Dune should have said, "'Tis only a flesh
Oh my
wound."
god! I actually do hear Kermit in his
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah. That's our ambassador to the UK is Kermit the Frog.
It ain't easy being green.
Yeah, good old Frank. So David's now in hospital in London. They've brought him to London to recover. He's been unconscious for how long is it, Frank? 2 weeks, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
And how long did the other guy last for?
How long?
Yeah, how long did he last for? Like a month? Because again, it's only a flesh wound.
How long we've been on this rock? 2 days, 3 weeks.
And the absolutely amazing Jenny Agutter is his nurse,
Yeah.
who was the mum in Child's Play 2.
Nice. Yeah,
Foster.
you're right.
Yeah, foster mom. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes, she was. Okay, it just clicked on that one.
Look at the
put all
human
kinds of missing
skull
pieces
as a pen holder.
Oh, I think that's brilliant, man. Especially if you're working in this field, I think
This
that's
is-
good. It's probably real.
Well, this is where those subtle elements of comedy come in now. It's
Actually, I think
I don't-
that'd be a nice desk piece, no matter where you work.
Yeah,
I think
mine's in
that's
the
pretty
other
cool.
room. Mine's just a freaking beer mug with our graduation class on it. I still haven't taken a drink out of that thing, so I'm gonna have to clean the cup and at least have one beer out of it.
Nah, no worries. You don't have to clean it, man. It's all good. The beer will kill it. It's fine.
It is alcohol. It does clean everything.
That's right. Especially the flesh wounds. So here's the question. Here's what I got to know. What do you guys think about this American Werewolf in Paris, though? Like, what's the deal there? What's going on with that?
Frank and I will tune out if you carry on talking about that film.
So
Did Brad
You're
say
all
something
safe.
again?
I think Ghostface is in
for
it. I don't know if that's a thing.
Oh,
It's terrible, absolutely terrible. I mean, there were plans to do a sequel to this film, which would include Jenny Agutter and some of the characters from this film, but it just never came off. And so yeah, we got American Werewolf in Paris years later, and it's abysmal. It was early CGI, and it looks terrible. It really does.
So it
So,
doesn't
y'all
take the
better
sequel
hope-
approach and beat the
So y'all better
transformation scene of
hope
this
kinda-
movie, does it?
No, not at all.
No. No, so y'all better hope for your all's Patreon perk, if it lands on my name, you better hope it's not me because I probably will pick American Werewolf in Paris.
Oh, that's cool because Frank and I
you
always
really
say
want to
that
hear us rant? Really?
we're at
I
our
love to
best
hear
when
you
we're
guys
looking at
rant.
something really bad. So
Because I don't want
they
y'all
might-
to ruin one of my favorites of your next, but because that would be my actual.
oh no,
pick.
that's coming. Don't worry about your next. We will do that. That is
Okay, yes. I cannot wait for that one. Even though
I love your next. I
shouldn't
think it's
be-
fantastic.
Even though I shouldn't be a Your Next fan anymore, if Brad wants to explain that story.
Well, yeah, it came up earlier, man, because when Chad dropped in and was talking about the Outback was a reference to the other night at trivia when BrettMan mistaken Sharni Vincent for Austrian instead of Australian. So I was thinking more along the lines of like an Arnold descendant, maybe like something like that. But
Another shrimp on the bobby.
She could have been Arnold's long lost sister or daughter or something. The way she was kicking ass in Your Next.
that's true. Yeah, I mean, it definitely fits. But yeah, that was a fun moment because we also had that cameo that Chris Snyder was able to kind of hook up for us with Sharni Vincent that we threw into that video as well. So it was actually perfect timing for that.
Yeah, she even
answer.
said she was from Australia, or she was filming in Australia.
So these are the nightmares that David's having at the moment. He's, I think that's the second one. Am I right, Frank?
Correct. Yeah,
So
he's just,
that's
the
what
werewolf
happened
is
with
coming
Andy's
now
mother.
out.
So those are nightmares. He's not actually out there like kind of getting out and doing.
No.
these things?
That was Fluff, right? That was him, Dublin.
I thought that was like a backstory of how Bambi's mother actually died. It wasn't by man.
We're back on Disney.
Mother! Mother cannot be with you anymore. Why?
Oh, so
because she got fucked up by a werewolf.
Nick says American
Yes.
Werewolf in Paris is up there with Jaws: The Revenge. So that's skippable, man. I'm just going to say let's not watch that at all, and just catch that that review instead.
And J-Man also said Jeepers Creepers 3 absolutely terrible. I absolutely agree.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, don't watch that, man. That is abysmal. I remember actually
was
being
that little
excited
boy
for that.
in the bed? He kind of looked like that little boy in Temple of Doom.
Come on,
talking
Brett.
about
Be
the-
careful here.
Oh, no, Mr. Jones, cover your heart.
Sometimes
Come
Brett
look.
just-
No, wait a minute. That was the kid from Goonies.
Yeah.
I watched Goonies recently. I don't think he was.
Last time I checked, there was no Indian kid in
Short
Goonies, Brett.
Well, I didn't say that. You. Oh my god, you're trying to get me in trouble on my own. In our
We're
own
this
podcast.
close to call him a poo.
You have done that
At
to
least I didn't
yourself.
say a boo.
Oh dear. Moving on.
Please, thank you.
Shout out to Nick Dunks, who's in the chat there. I just want to say hello. He's one of our patrons, along with Brett as well. Or Brett, I can't remember. Remind me, did you sign up as Good Real Hunting or as
Yeah,
Brett yourself?
I did it as a representation of me and Brad, so Brad gets credit too. I figured that'd be a fair thing to do.
Well, it's like us. You can't have your channel without the both of you. It feels weird.
Exactly. And
it
and our
does.
also shout out to our good buddy Chris Galloway, who's our third member of Good Real Hunting too. So we always want to give him a proper shout out too, because
Hey,
he's
Chris.
our beer expert.
You're
Yeah,
what
he is,
expert?
Our beer and
Oh,
hot
beer.
women expert.
Oh, okay. Frank takes over all that department in our channel.
So Frank is the version of Chris Galloway, but for your all's channel.
I like my hard liquor, right, Darren?
Can you imagine being in hospital with Jenny Agutter
Is she feeding you?
feeding you like that as well?
In my dreams, yes.
Eggy Weggies, man. If there's Eggy Weggies involved.
But she did forget a drink.
Yeah, you got to have something to wash it down with.
Yeah, some milk.
Well, that's why she's there.
Exactly. It's a thank you. I was like, please somebody get that joke.
I'll go there. I don't care.
These scenes are good, man. I like the fog.
This
the
is a
fucking woods.
horrific moment. This is the stuff of nightmares.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's creepy.
Especially what's about to happen right here.
That looks like Exorcist, man. That looks
Yeah.
like
It
freaking,
does. That
freaking what's his name? Yeah,
that makeup there is terrific.
Captain Howdy style, man.
Yeah, dude, that scared me on first watch.
It scared
It
David
looked
too
like a
because
vampire.
those were glass contacts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, and I've heard about glass contacts, and they hurt or they're so uncomfortable, like 15 minutes at a time. Because the Evil Dead use those kind of contacts for their demons.
For Cheryl. Yeah.
Yes.
Frank and Darren, thoughts on a Cool Cruel Summers for the 1990s? Do you know how much that took out of us to do that? That was like 6 months of watching 10, 12 films per episode. Oh, we said that we would look at doing it, I think, when we finished it. But I think the way that things are going now and the fact that we're both back to work full time and it would be a tall order for us. So unfortunately, we might do it in some form, but not as in depth as we did the last one. That was painful. That. So
As you guys know, when you guys went through your bracket too, that was kind of
Exactly,
like
yeah.
for your March Madness. It was just like, oh my God, what do we get ourselves into? This is so long. The arguments when one doesn't win, because when you guys didn't pick Superman, I checked out. I was like, hell
I
yeah.
knew that was getting ready to happen. I felt like that's where all of our viewers were lost.
I'll just wait till there's final 2, and then I'll tune in.
But at least American Werewolf in London won the first round.
It did.
Yeah.
It went on to round 2, man.
Kudos to you guys.
Yeah. Brett,
Frank and I would have
actually went
fixed it. It just went all the way. Empire Strikes Back, wiped out. Back to the Future, wiped out.
Back to the Future, I was kind of pissed off about. I could have sworn it would have been in the championship.
I thought that would have won, to be honest.
It was in a
same
tough
here.
bracket, man. It was in a tough. I had Batman. It had freaking Die Hard.
Return
Bunch
of the
tough matchups in
Jedi.
there, man.
And
Return of the Jedi.
even though I got double teamed by the whole Nick Cage love fest that Chris and Brad have for Raising Arizona.
It's really more of a Coen Brothers thing, though. I don't know, man. I think that movie.
But Nick Cage is in it, though.
Well, he is, yeah, and Nick Cage is one of the goats of all time. But
Oh well, speaking
Davey's
of Kermit
here.
and Piggy,
Yeah, exactly. They got the rights to put this in here.
Yep.
This sequence here is, again, the absolute stuff of nightmares. And, we talk about Michael Myers, he killed a kid, I think, in Halloween 2018. Just look what happens to these kids in this film. It's absolutely painful, is this scene.
These masks are pretty wild.
oh god,
That's old Rick Baker's gear.
Hell with you, Kermit.
wait, was
Yeah.
that Slaw from the Goonies?
It looks like him. Look at the kids on the floor, though.
Oh my god,
Hey, but nobody
They
did
actually-
kids like the freaking Stonehenge did the kids and Halloween 3,
Yeah.
though.
They really heavily censored this sequence. The kids are now shot dead and burning on the floor.
golly.
It's a really tough sequence. And this as well, one of the greatest jump scares in the 80s, I think.
God, my.
Yeah, I was about to say.
That's
I'm
why I
sure
don't
horrible
drink
way
no
to wake
more.
up.
Yeah.
Oh!
A nightmare and a nightmare. Just genius.
The freaking Dream Double Down before Inception was the thing,
You
man.
double billed me. Oh, an English breakfast. Gruel and
that is
hard-boiled eggs.
Put some beans in there.
And some unflavored toast.
Yeah, I just see Brandon Jackson's comment there. What's with Landis and kids? Ah, God.
Oh,
Yeah, no, that's
again, I would have not gotten that unless if I saw that episode.
cursed films.
Yeah,
It's shocking. Those of you that haven't seen the Cursed Films Twilight Zone episode, it is.
It made
I mean,
my
I knew
mouth
about the
drop.
case anyway, but it is really upsetting to watch that. The fact that they do show it as well.
Oh no, like that made my mouth drop. Like, did they actually show that?
Yeah,
Oh,
they did.
shit. See, I
This
told
stuff's
you it was
pretty
just a
creepy
flesh
too,
wound.
man. Freaking yeah, Victor Pascal style. He's showing up here, just freaking all mauled and shit.
Frank and I are really freaked out by one particular part of this makeup. If you look closely when the camera goes in on Griffin Dunn, you can see a bit of flesh just kind of dangling and vibrating away as he talks.
Oh yeah. I
Oh,
don't like
on
it.
his neck.
Yep.
Yeah.
How's that look on the 4K? Is the question I got.
Look at it there. Look at
yeah,
it
I can
rattling.
see it.
away.
Oh,
That was unintentional, too.
it
See,
looks good
some
though,
of the
man. That's
some of
good
the
makeup.
accidents in horror films are the best accidents.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, and this looks so much better than CGI. Even today, like nothing matches this, man. This is
It's
freaking brilliant.
amazing. He
Practical
actually got.
effects need to make a comeback.
They do, absolutely. And Griffin Dunn got really depressed making this film.
His mother saw it and cried.
Yeah.
That's freaking awesome, man. But yeah, he's definitely all broken up over there, bitch. He can't work.
If he's making a mental note for all the crazy shit.
He was
Trevor-
Rick Baker was pissed when Landis said cut print, and Griffin just ripped this whole thing off because he was done with it.
Yeah.
Man.
Look at it rattling away there. Just
It's ratting, man.
Yeah, like I can't stop staring at it.
it's hypnotic.
Yeah, like I haven't been this hit like just so focused on something since Austin Powers 3 with the mole.
I would have to cut it off if I were him, man. I would just have to be like, let me clip this, and then you can continue after. It's too distracting.
And Mason Necamole.
It's amazing makeup. I mean, well, we all know Rick Baker's a genius anyway, some of the stuff that he's done over the years, but this...
I did look what he did, and it's just astonishing.
Yeah.
It's such a sad moment, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when he just said, take your life, so I don't have to be lonely. Yeah, dude.
He's saying, look at the state of me. I can't go on like this. You need to help me. You need to sort this out. Kill yourself.
And
that's
please
the other
don't
thing,
cry.
too.
You know, just
Yeah. It's like, is he there, or is it all in his imagination? That's the other thing, too.
Well, it's part of the process of him being...
werewolf.
Of his transformation is the fact that he can see people in purgatory, which comes, you know, which we learn more about later on when he sees some of his own victims in the.
It's part of the
in
curse
cinema.
as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Davies here says Werewolf in London was listed by Stanley Kubrick as one of his all-time fave films. I could see that. There's a lot
that's
of
an
reasons
honor.
for that.
That's a real honor.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely, yeah.
And Cody Snyder, what's going on? Joining us in the chat.
Hey, Cody.
What's up, Cody?
Cody.
And, Flamethrower Flev earlier said, you guys are perverts. Probably why we get along so well. My man, Reverend Flev.
J-Man saying that all these scenes terrified him as a kid as well. And just to kind of point that out, is this movie does have a really good balance of freaking terrifying scenes and some humor that you were talking about earlier, which is good. And he's also throwing some love in here for the practical effects. And
the picture quality I'm seeing right now kind of reminds me of what like The Omen did. Kind of like with the picture effects. Because I'm getting Omen vibes.
Yeah.
kind of does feel like that, actually. Yeah.
Sorry, I saw that episode of Cursed Films. I watched them all today. So,
Do you not find the Cursed Films episodes kind of just go off topic a lot of the time? They just,
especially in the middle, because
Yeah.
like, they give it all to you in the first half, and the second half they just go completely off topic.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, what are we even talking about anymore?
there's a new series that's just launched last week.
Yeah, season 2, and I watched that episode, the rest of that episode for what's the one they did? See, that's pretty bad if I don't even remember the episode. And
Are they
just
still
released
doing the
on
same
Thursday.
thing where they meander off topic all the time? And
Yep, but instead of 25 minutes, they do it for 44 minutes.
jeez.
Double down. The Wonderoff double down. I like it.
This is my journey home from work every day. Look at how packed this place is.
Wait,
Those
which one are you,
hooligans.
Darren? The orange one or the pink-haired one?
Just the amount of people on the tube on the London Underground. It's insane.
God, now it's killing me. What's the
Especially
name
rush
of
hour.
that damn episode they did?
I know they were doing the Wizard of Oz, weren't they?
That was
That's
the first one they did, and that one was sad. Like that's like the first episode where like they actually stood on topic for the most part. I'm just trying to remember the one they released yesterday. Somebody in the chat let me know, please, if y'all been watching The Curse season 2, what the episode from yesterday was.
Happy
When-
Sanjo saying, I know this is the movie people always compare to The Howling. I like
Yeah.
The Howling, but this has held up so much better than The Howling over the years.
I still haven't seen The Howling, but it's on
Oh,
my
you
watch
should.
list.
You should. You should give it a watch. It's good.
That'd actually probably be a pretty good episode, BrettMan, of the Slashed Out to put on the list for for these two movies.
Because the
That
two
or,
are kind of linked. Behind the scenes, the two are linked in terms of the special
okay.
effects and everything.
Yeah. Rob O'Teen left this film to go do The Howling. He was actually part of Rick Baker's team.
Okay, because me and Brett, we talked about trying to do a slash it out between American Werewolf and Silver Bullets, but we couldn't get that. But I'm glad y'all brought that up with the Howling, so that's a better matchup.
Oh, they were released in the same year as well. And
Yeah, I think
it
that's
was
going to be
kind
a
of
better matchup.
yeah. They both were shooting at the same time, and there was a lot of rivalry between the two werewolf movies. It's a good story to do an episode on.
It just made the list.
Was it Dee Wallace or Barbara Crampton? I always get those two.
Dee Wallace.
D. Wallace.
Dee
Yeah.
Wallace. Yeah. The only thing I do remember one thing is seeing her being in pain during her transformation. But other than that, I know nothing about it.
Now, boys having a good time in the shower.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
More good music playing.
Casual sex, which you just don't see in a movie anymore.
And look at this lather job, too, man. This is very good for the guy. I mean, this is excellent. This is really
Little massage.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. This is Brother Fluff's cameo.
She's biting him as well. This guy cannot get mouths off of him.
What if she were a vampire and he a werewolf? We could just pretty much create Twilight all over again.
Even before the scene, I was going to say they had good chemistry. But
they did.
yeah, it's
I really do dig the music, though.
They have good sexual chemistry.
this is another Moon song as well.
Van Morrison, I think, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
marvelous night for a moon dance.
It looks like they're doing the tango as we speak.
Yeah, it's good.
Yes, thank you, Flamethrower Fluff. It was Rosemary's Baby.
Right, okay.
And then, like, the first half, they talked about the set, and then the second half, it was about the Charlie Dimension murders and Sharon Tate.
Has nothing to do with it besides the director link.
Yeah,
It
they-
sort of has something to do with it because she was dating the director of Rosemary's Baby. But yeah, they got away with the director and just focused on Sharon Tate, which made no sense.
I need to check that one out, man. Rosemary's Baby is fantastic.
Oh yeah, that and kind of just like if all you want to do is watch Sharon Tate and all that, just watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Cody.
He said, I feel Darren should narrate my life and Frank should end it.
And I
Can film it.
Sign me up.
That was hot, guys. Hold on a moment.
Okay, so now we get a second visit from Jack.
Who was watching this whole time?
Which is creepy as
Do you
hell.
think he
man.
was?
Yes, of course. He's been
Do
there
you
since
think
the
at
shower.
one point he was what we called the pusher? Because that's something that Midsommar taught me, that you always gotta have a pusher on standby.
Yeah, yeah. That's a very critical part.
He probably scared him just to be a prick.
It would have been better if Jack went up there and flushed the toilet for him and then left.
All right, hey, you missed a spot.
Yeah.
4 hands are better than 2.
Oh, the follow-up jiggle.
Oh my gosh.
Do you think he really smells?
Yeah.
I mean, look at the stage that he's at now. I mean, he's gone from being sort of flesh colored with some fresh wounds to now being kind of green and almost
Decomposing.
skeletal like, and you can see the kind of bone structure of his face.
Yeah,
Is
for
he-
sure,
Is
man.
he the Hulk?
And since you're a werewolf, I mean, our boy's getting more sense of smell too, so it's got to be really bad.
Speaking of Disney references, there's the ultimate Disney icon.
Yeah. They were probably pleased in 1981 that,
Well,
Mickey Mouse
Yep.
appeared in this film.
Walt Disney the corporation did not care that was in here. They actually liked
Hey,
the free advertisement. Yep.
Exactly.
It wouldn't do that now. No way.
No.
No, especially the new Disney.
Justin said, "Of course he's watching. It's so boring being a corpse."
That's right, Justin.
Yeah.
Look at that makeup. Superb.
Especially in the dark like that, and it showed his eyes.
Do you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of some of Tom Savini's work in Day of the Dead.
Good call.
Yeah.
That's a good comparison. It reminds me of Bill Murray's makeup in Zombieland.
Any regrets? Garfield, perhaps.
No, it's way better than that. The wounds are still there too.
Frank, were you harumphing then when I said that?
No.
Oh, okay. You just thought about harumphing.
Yeah. I thought you were
I
going to
said
go
Day
on
of
your-
the... Well, I
I know, I
said
thought
Day of
you-
the Dead, not Dawn.
I thought you were going to go on a Dawn of the
Oh.
Dead tangent in a moment.
No, because like I immediately went to that one zombie in Day of the Dead that does like the little salute and everything.
Bub. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what it
Bub.
looks like. But
Yeah.
Frank likes Day of the Dead, but hates... Well, not hates, but doesn't like Dawn of the Dead very much.
I still need to see Dawn of the Dead because I love
You're
the
joking.
I love the. Hey, trust me. If you saw my my watch list like Brad has, Brad can back me up on this one. It's astonishing.
Yeah, it's very astonishing. But we're gonna fix that soon, Birdie. Man, we got a good plan in place.
But
Yeah,
I
we
d-
do have a good plan.
I do respect the fact, Brett, that you are chipping away at it. You know, I see all the time that you're watching different.
Oh yeah, and I actually have a plan in May too, because last year I did the 2 weeks of new horror movie watches for May, and I plan on doing it again. And I'm going to get your gentlemen some suggestions as well of a brand new horror movie to watch that I have not seen. So if you all want to do like Dawn of the Dead, just let me know, or just any movie.
Sounds
And
good.
You saw the damage he did for the freaking March Madness bracket, dude. What'd
Dude,
you watch?
that
Like
was
30
the
movies?
roughest.
Like you really chipped away at it.
I watched 50 movies in February, and February has the least amount of days of the year. That like I needed a drink after that month.
A lot of good watches, though, man. A lot of good
Oh
watches.
yeah, like Golden Reels 4.5s. Like I had a great time with it.
Oh,
God,
Darren
but
froze
wait till
up and
next,
he-
dude, Brad. Wait till next year, next March.
Oh god, that's gonna be insane.
No, that's going to be impossible.
It's gonna be fun though.
And Linton Jones or Jonas, I'm sorry. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, man?
My name is Jonas.
Question: Are you the lost Jonas brothers that I've been hearing about?
I think so.
Because I want your autograph, please.
Let me get that pulled
Not
up.
to
Sorry.
combine with my poster or anything. No, cut that out. No, I'm just kidding. Are we
Darren
back
left.
at Yorkshire? Did he really?
Yeah, he left after the sex scene. I think he had to take care of something.
Oh, okay.
He had a little bit of a
Come
situation.
back. Come back.
He'll be right back.
Yeah.
So now the doctor's going to go to the scene of the incident to go check out the guy's story.
Yeah, investigate a little bit.
Maybe
Man,
get some of the drink.
I love how the doctor's doing this, not the police.
Well, sometimes the doctors get a little bit more involved, and I think this is I love all the freaking the shots here of the terrain, the landscape, and all of that. It's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Back at the slaughtered lamb again.
Yep. It must be the hip area in town for the kids, right?
It's got good reviews.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
It was on Zagat, right? That's what
Yeah.
it is. It's a Michelin star pub.
Two stars. Didn't like the food, and the decor is awful.
Service is
decor's
friendly,
great.
though.
They got dartboards.
It's clean.
Decently
Freaking
clean.
pentagons on the wall, but,
beers
whatever.
served over temperature.
Luxurious bathrooms.
Yeah, luxurious bathrooms, and I bet you they make a mean shepherd's pie.
That's all they serve, right? In pubs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey,
Maybe some fish and chips?
I had some good a good shepherd's pie at a pub one time, even though it was kind of good after like 5 shots of Jameson. But
Oh yeah. Dude, that stuff. Are you talking about in Chattanooga? That was
yeah,
freaking. That wasn't even good, man. That stuff was cold.
A shepherd's pie in Tennessee.
Yeah.
I don't know.
well,
go
my
for the
mom makes
go
it
for the
better.
barbecue, right? I would go for the barbecue.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, man. Nothing beats a good shepherd's pie, though.
Yeah, especially when it's made right.
Here's a question: a shepherd's pie with beef or lamb? It's 2 different tastes.
Beef, and the one I had at the pub was lamb, and I was just okay with it. But again, after the shots of Jameson, it tasted just fine
I like the lamb, man.
because I lost my sense of taste.
I think it just goes so well. I mean, it's just it makes it more of a classic dish. So I enjoy the lamb. It's a little bit more unique.
Well, you know what? It's like you guys said, it's a comfort food, and when you can feel the heat of something that's comforting, just warm your body up, like on a day that's crappy out. I mean, that's when you get the best thrill from eating something like a shepherd's pie. It's the gravy, the potatoes, the meat, all mixed in.
Get some
Well, the
peas
two
in there,
main
man.
ingredients
Some
for me
carrots.
to make a great one is spreading a little bit of paprika on the top of the mashed potatoes and roasting it, and then Worcestershire sauce for the beef.
Yeah, let me scroll down here. I got to get this situation resolved.
Oh,
There
did I
he
get out
is.
your cookbook?
No, I had to get Darren back in here, man. We're talking
Switch him
about
to the other side.
I just went back to watch the shower scene again.
Yeah, see, I told you.
You said he had a little bit of a situation. He had a
Polaroid request.
I don't know. My internet dropped off for some reason. Do you know what's the movie stopped
Timestamp?
as well? Because I was streaming. So where are you guys?
5140.
5140.
We're at the where the doctor's in the pub.
In the pub.
Have
Got it.
some shitty shepherd's pie.
Having some shitty shepherd's pie.
It's better than that Chattanooga shepherd's pie. It's got to be, man.
Oh, I will guarantee you it's better for the Chattanooga one. Even though the Jaeger bombs tasted pretty good there.
Now, do you guys like a crusty shepherd's pie mashed potato, or does it have to be just hot?
As
Or
long as
like
it's hot,
creamy.
I'm good.
Yeah, same here.
I like a little
think
crust
this
on my
needs to be
potatoes,
food.
I think.
Yes. Good man.
Yeah, I'm good either way, man. I just as long as it's nice and hot, sizzling hot, I'm good to go, man.
And Davey says the slaughtered beef. See, that would be a good shepherd's pie right there.
Yeah,
The vegan lamb.
Sweet and spicy barbecue from Gory Tiger.
What's all in shepherd's pie? Shepherd's pie is it's minced lamb in the UK. Or is it cottage pie that's lamb? I can't remember. Anyway, it's a minced meat with like onions and peas and carrots with a potato over the top. A mashed potato over the top and a bit of cheese on top of that. Very
Ooh,
good.
Cheese would be nice.
salt
I
and
always
pepper
say
on there.
my mom puts like paprika on the top.
Okay.
I actually think I need to get a good recipe for that, man. It's so good. It's one of my favorite dishes.
Damn it, now I'm craving it.
We turned into a cooking show all of a sudden, didn't we?
Well, we went back to the pub.
Yeah,
we always find a way on this channel to create or to make it a cooking show because last
We
night I
haven't-
was with Blockbusters and we talked about chicken sandwiches and which fast food had the best chicken sandwich.
Yeah, we haven't got to the fish and chips yet either, man. I'm also I've been in the mood. I've been in the mood
Yeah,
for sure.
Brad's a fish and chips guy.
Gory Tiger sounds like a good winter meal. You're right. It's a very hearty winter meal. It's
Yes.
not something you have in the summer. It's great.
Yeah, it's not really good for
I
summer
would even
months.
say late fall too.
Rainy day, like a
Yeah,
miserable day outside.
Comfort food.
Yep. Get out of here, brats.
Come play with us, David.
You know, if the dog had a problem with him, and now the cat's got a problem with him.
They
I'm sure
probably
the
just
cat's
don't
got a
like
big problem.
NYU, New York University. Oh, now he just like the classic trope, locking yourself out.
Yep. Could have just pressed another button on there and get a neighbor to come down.
He's trying to find the shower again. Look at him.
Well, wouldn't you be? You got to get clean.
Oh, look, there's a pussy cat.
Kick it.
Yeah, the cat's really not
We
a
do
big
not
fan.
promote animal cruelty on this
Kick
channel.
it? You're an animal welfare officer.
Well, doesn't mean I have to like doing it.
Oh man. 15 people in the chat right now. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we're hoping you guys are having a phenomenal time.
Absolutely. On this fine Friday, man. Fine Friday. Nice holiday weekend.
This is
what about
great.
Mickey
That's what we
Mouse
used to
is
get.
now?
TV in the UK didn't used to start until late morning, 10, 11 o'clock. And so we had that test card that you just saw there with music playing. And if it wasn't darts, it was cheese.
Like European vacation, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
It's cool to see.
And this is a genuine advert as well. This is Nina Carter, who was what we call a page 3 girl, who
Oh
was
my
kind
gosh,
of
she's
doing a
beautiful.
kind of kiss and tell story.
That's cool.
Brett's like, that's cool, as he's staring intently at the TV.
And at the time, if you notice, he's only flicked through 3 channels because that's all we had. In the 80s, we only had 3 channels until the mid 80s. We got a 4th, and then and then early 90s, we got a 5th channel. That was it. There was no cable, satellite, or anything.
Oh my god.
Little Clarence Creed water.
Yep.
I'm glad you
Yeah.
survived during those times. 'Cause I'm not
They,
sure
they
what I-
played outside, or like we used to as
We
kids.
kick a tin can in the street.
What channel did you play your video games on, dude? Was it channel 3 like the rest of us, or what?
You had to tune it into, oh god, you'd put it on 8. You'd put it on 8, that was it, and then tune it
Oh,
in.
okay.
Yeah, man.
Oh, look, there's the knife from Halloween 2 from 1980.
Mrs. Elrod's knife for the
Yes.
for the sandwich.
Yeah, just making a cameo, a small little cameo.
A lot of Mickey Mouse all over the place.
I know, we
Big
saw
fan.
Dee. Now we just got to see Donald Duck and that dog named Goofy.
This is a great scene. He's anxious. Something's not right.
And
He's blowing hot and
up-tempo-
cold.
Yeah, and the up-tempo score, too. And I'm a big fan when you play a happy, jolly, good score when something bad is happening on screen. Or something, like you said, like he's nervous.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's restless. He knows something's not right. And what I love about this scene is the fact that pretty soon you'll see him settle down in the chair. And
Oh, I
It's
found
not-
Daffy Duck, by the way.
sorry?
I found Daffy Duck on the fireplace.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is. There's Minnie on the on top of the TV.
Yeah.
So where's Goofy?
I don't know. You got 2 Mickeys and 1 Donald. So you got males with one Minnie Mouse.
God, if I were Minnie Mouse, I'd be extremely more uncomfortable than David is right now. You know, that shit's quack.
I got it.
God.
By you, please.
Mrs. Durst, cover your
The way
horse.
this pans up to the moon as well, it's
Just
and-
because when you see that moon, you know shit's about to go down.
and what I love is it doesn't come gradually, it just happens all of a sudden and he just screams in agony.
Yep.
Look how much sweat he has already.
Yeah, I mentioned it with Flopbusters last night. That apparently people in the 80s have a magical power of just sweating on command.
Or maybe they discovered towels in the 90s. Maybe that's what it was.
Oh, man. This is where what we call horror movie magic happens.
Yeah. All happening all in front of you. It's, there's no CG or anything like that. Everything is just
incredible.
happening right in front of you and all prosthetic.
And not one neighbor is running to the door asking what's wrong.
Don't
Well,
spoil it.
They heard him in the shower. They thought they were just doing the same thing again.
Same sound effects.
Yeah. A lot of stretching downstairs.
Golly.
I mean,
Sorry,
the
this
whole
is
thing just looks
absolutely unbelievable.
it looks agonizing, doesn't it?
Yeah, like you feel his pain.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you still got the music playing too, man, just to kind of calm
Yeah,
you down
the
a little
comfortable
bit.
music.
Yeah. Look at that hair, man. It's gonna clog a drain real quick.
And he breaks the fourth wall there. He's asking the viewers to help him.
Yeah, reaching out the
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah.
Yep. And David was stuck in this floor for hours. Even when they went out to lunch, they told the crews told him you have to stay in here because if you move, you'll ruin the shot. We'll be back. They shut the
They
lights
left
off on
there.
him.
Yeah, yeah. Again, this is all like this is all Rick Baker's prosthetics, all this kind of mechanical stuff that he built.
Which is absolutely
My
incredible.
God. And speaking of which, like him, like David just like staying on the ground right there, probably has to shout like, "Can you bring me back something to eat, like an apple or
Maybe a meatball sub.
meatball sub?"
He would probably definitely have to be spoon fed, right? Because he couldn't move.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shepherd's pie would be just fine.
yeah. Shepherd's pie probably what he ate. As I sorry, man,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
got shepherd's pie. The beef what? No, it's lamb. Fuck.
We got you a
All right,
candy
I
bar.
Here's a Snickers. Yeah, eat
Yeah.
You're
You're like,
not
oh,
yourself
that,
when you're hungry. Better.
that prime rib was great. Here, David, here's a Snickers bar.
that. We got a couple rolls left from the restaurant. Here you go.
Yeah, we got you a prime rib, but we ate it. But we brought you back some shoe.
Yeah.
Pour it in your mouth right there.
There's a straw.
Mia, what's going on? This is a classic. I unfortunately haven't seen it. Well, it's on Peacock. If you have the Peacock app, highly suggest you watching this, Mia.
Yeah,
Because we
for
just
sure.
saw the
It's
best
a,
transformation scene in horror movie history.
it's a doozy, man. Check it out.
This is how me and my wife eat every evening.
Is she talking about the hooligans out your all store?
Yeah.
I light 25 candles every night, you know, just to kind of...
Why
Yeah,
such
I mean,
an
it
odd
sets the
number?
ambiance. It comes in handy. Saves on electricity too.
Yeah, and then you realize later it's just Frank all along just causing all that chaos outside.
Throwing stuff at the window.
Yeah.
Dressed up as a ghost face.
Oh, God.
Putting a hot tub in the middle of the road.
Is anyone there?
There used to be.
Not
All right,
anymore.
darling, I'll go check.
And the doctor here, John Woodvine, is still alive. He's like,
Yeah.
he's like 90 or mid-90s or something, and still
Wow,
going.
are you serious?
Yeah, yeah.
Because he looks old in this movie.
He would have been in his 50s in this, I think.
Peter Graves-ish.
He
Why
is,
is
isn't
this
he?
guy walking in the middle of nowhere, like in the middle of the field?
He doesn't
I
want to go
just
back to his
freaking
wife.
He's like, I'm out of here. He's got his wine. He's good.
Yeah, he's got his drink, right? Why go back?
Uh-oh. Need a
Squish.
hand?
Oh, he ruined my shoes.
He probably once he hit the squish, just like, oh, I just landed in werewolf shit. Oh no, that's just an art. Thank God.
Matt Fauci's in the house. What's up, my friend?
Hey,
Thanks for
Matt, what's
jumping in.
going on?
Fauci.
Hey, Matt.
Matty
What a
Cakes.
bunch of kick-ass dudes. What a great flick.
Yeah, man. It's awesome.
She's very soft on the eyes, isn't she? Like the light is very soft on her. She's like radiant.
Yeah,
Jenny.
she has
Jenny
two
Agutter?
nice,
Yeah.
beautiful
Yeah.
eyes.
She
Oh, you're
still
talking
looks
about her
great
face.
today as well.
Yeah, no, she really is. Like, and I'm still surprised that she was the foster mom in Child's Play too. I never put that connection together until you said
Yep.
it.
She's what we call an English rose.
I think a convention would call for all three of them to get back together. David,
wouldn't that be
Griffin
amazing?
Gunn, and Jenny.
Yeah. Yeah.
that'd be
Especially
cool.
like we don't know how much time he has much left. That would be an amazing opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how much
Fauci
he would
wants to
charge,
give this thing a
though.
freaking rewatch.
I think this is these are what I mean. You guys call them bums. We call them tramps in the UK. We
got
can't even
another
say
word for
that anymore.
tramps.
Yeah, we
No.
we now call them homeless people. We're not tramps anymore. These guys, there was this scene was quite severely cut. I think probably to get the R rating in the US. So you don't actually see these guys get killed. They just kind of hear a noise and there's a scream and it's kind of off camera. But they did actually, I believe, shoot this sequence with these guys getting killed.
No shit.
I'd be jumping in the fucking Thames right now.
Yep.
That's what it is, right there. The Thames going to go underneath London Bridge.
The what, sorry?
Is that the Thames going underneath the London
Thames?
Bridge? Whatever that river's coming over there.
Oh, that would be a boat.
Oh my gosh, is that Wendy's poster on the subway?
It's spelled
right there?
Thames.
Oh my! I can't
It's
believe
a
they had
Tama
Wendy's
boat?
poster.
So this guy
No,
here,
thanks.
here's a bit of trivia for you. This guy here is an actor called Michael Carter. He is Bib Fortuna in Return of the Jedi.
Ooh, cool.
What? Damn.
Jabba's second hand.
Yeah, if
Oh,
you
like
look at the face,
one
you can
with,
kind
like,
of
with like the tail and all that.
yeah. With it, if you look at his face, you can kind of see it. This is a station I go in quite a lot, so I always think of this film whenever I go in Tottenham Court Road Station.
I could kind of see it, but it's kind of hard, like with the context and everything and the makeup.
He goes to a lot of conventions, I believe.
Oh shoot, I would too if I have Star Wars attached to my name. He's probably the Tony Moran of Star Wars. Say, hey, I was in this movie, but I wasn't that important.
I don't know. It's quite a key role in
Yeah, it
Return of the
was.
Jedi, I guess.
He's pretty instant.
Damn, you all love
instantly
your Wendy's.
recognizable.
London loves their Wendy's right there. That's like 3 posters from CS Wendy's.
You know, this station looks pretty much the same. And then you go on the wall, see you next Wednesday, that porno poster. That's a reference that John Landis uses in all of his films. You either get somebody saying the word "see you next Wednesday," or you get a poster, or you get some kind of reference to that sentence, "see you next Wednesday,"
Oh,
every John
and
Landis film.
And I did just saw a poster for Airplane too on the wall.
Yeah,
Yep.
there's all sorts. I think you get Flash Gordon in here, you get Airplane, you get a lot of films that were out in the
Non-stop
80s.
orgies.
There's Flash Gordon on the right down that corridor there.
There you go. I saw it.
So the "See You Next Wednesday" poster is foreshadowing the movie in the cinema, in the porno cinema that they go to towards the end of the film.
That hurt him too when he did that.
It looks really painful,
the
doesn't it,
trip?
when he slams down on there.
Oh,
on the
man.
escalator,
The only thing
yeah.
I'm
This is the
thinking about
scene-
is Final Destination 4.
Oh my gosh, get out of here.
What? Sorry. Escalators scared the shit out of me.
That movie scares the shit out of me, man. I like this scene right here.
He was so brave to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Naked
Yeah, when
in
I
a
learned about the real tigers being properly trained, or wait, what's it? Monkeys or tigers?
no, it's wolves.
Oh,
he's in
wolves.
a pen full of wolves, I think.
Yeah, and they were trained wolves, from what I heard on the podcast I listened to. But yeah,
Even
no
so, I wouldn't want to be naked in front of
No.
Primal instinct always takes over.
always.
I wonder if he mated with one of them.
He probably did.
That's probably what the reverse howling sound effect was.
Saturday night, after a couple of meals, you never know what's going to happen.
Hey, where's the other guy?
Even climbing out this thing looks painful.
And to do all this with the camera and not seeing his Johnson one time.
Johnson!
Because you would think, like, probably in the deleted, he's like, shit, we saw his Johnson cut.
Can I ask you a question? Why is it called a This is coming from a Brit. Why is it called a Johnson?
I'll be honest with you, I have no fucking idea. That's just what I hear.
It's just a good name for it, man.
Big Johnson.
Yeah.
It's a Johnson.
I don't think the monkeys approve.
So in the UK, it's a Willy.
A Pecker.
Yeah, Pecker's a good name.
Heck,
Yeah.
or primates.
Elephant trunk.
Wang.
Schlong.
One-eyed Willie.
Penis. I was like,
So we're still-
Fantastic.
excuse me.
Like it just happens every day, right? Oh, God, not again. They're always flashing to me.
Hey, the kid's actually smart here.
This guy's about to be banned from this park, man.
Now, just figure about this. It's a kid. He has a red balloon, probably going to Pennywise in the bush.
Or it's God talking to him.
Oh, Moses.
The balloon thief.
Come over here, Damien.
I'm sorry, that is the greatest transformation scene of all time. Going from a bush to a naked man.
Who is this kid with? Like, he has no parents with him or anything like that. He's just kind of hanging around in a zoo with a load of balloons.
Where are your parents?
Now, Darren, the Mirror and the Sun are actual publications, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of like your, National Enquirer or something like that, yeah.
Now that's a waste of a balloon.
Look at this guy looking at him. We call it Big Ed and the Twins in Florida, says Fluff.
Oh, hey, Destiny, what's going on? I just saw her in the chat, too.
Hey, Destiny.
Hello.
Hi, Destiny.
And welcome.
A lot of weather we've been having, right?
Yeah, nice, beautiful weather. Full moons.
What's with Mickey all over the place?
Wait, is there another one?
There was a poster in the hallway.
She has an obsession.
I also have to say that on a nurse's salary, there is no way that she would be able to live in a ground floor flat in that area of London.
Oh, you know what?
Unfortunately, our nurses aren't paid very well in this country, and yeah,
Neither are they here. They're actual heroes.
yeah,
Same.
The heart of any hospital is the nurse.
Damn right it is. I actually went to the doctor today, and the nurses there were so damn nice.
There would probably be about 5 nurses living in this apartment.
Yeah, you see that
But
a
no,
lot. Man.
Darren, you brought up a good point though about like her like living in a house that she probably could not afford. I've been noticing that with some of the other movies too. Like, what the hell did their parents do to deserve a house? They should start
Freaking
doing that in
boo-boos,
their
man.
story scripts. Well, they live in a nice house, but what did they do? Why is that important?
Oh, you're right. It's a bit of artistic license. That's all.
I want him in my shower right now.
Again.
It's to say something about you're doing a beautiful love scene, but your great granddad is right there. His World War I photo is looking at you next to the headboard.
It's not a very
You
comfortable
think you would put
situation.
that down?
And this street here, these houses and everything, they look exactly the same as they did 40 years ago.
Tourist attractions, would they be if you see people take pictures
No,
of
they're
it?
they're just residential areas. That's all. But this guy's
Like
called
you
Alan
think.
Ford. He's a famous British. I guess you'd call him a Cockney actor.
Right.
Definitely is Cockney. Get out now.
6 times.
He was in. Did you ever see Snatch?
Yes.
He's Bricktop in Snatch.
No way.
Yeah, with the big glasses.
He's out of there.
There's some dialogue coming up now that you wouldn't get away with in movies now.
Or in public right now.
No.
Having a very loud conversation about, I just killed somebody, and I'm a werewolf.
Just your typical conversation on a Thursday.
See, even the dogs agree.
See, it's very hard to get arrested in the UK.
Even, like, can you punch an officer in the face and get arrested?
Yeah, you'd probably get tasered and.
Over here, you'd be shot already.
Move along. There's nothing to see.
I would at least like look into it. to see
I
if
like
it's
I like the
actually-
benefit of the doubt, right? They're like, oh, you're just really upset. We understand. You're like, God damn it, no, I just robbed a bank. You probably need the money. You need the money. We understand.
He's jacked up from all the
Yeah.
blood that he's got, and he's got so much energy inside him that he's fit to bust at the moment.
He forgot all that pain. Forgot all that pain he went through.
Or probably goes to the slaughter lamb and steals all the shepherd's pie. You know what? You look thin anyway, so you probably need to bulk up in some muscle there. Some good protein.
Literally a shepherd's pie.
Are you sure you don't want some stew? No, the shepherd's pie is just fine.
There's a lady present. She's going to go hysterical.
Cody Snyder says, "Oh shit! Finally got my Friday the 13th VHS slots. Hell yeah!"
That's badass.
Because my
Great for the
Friday
collection.
13th, VHS tape, when the person sold it to me, forgot to tell me it had mold in it and destroyed my VHS player.
Oh.
I was so pissed off.
And it wasn't rewound.
Yeah, that was the worst part too. I had to rewind it. Obviously, did not know the first rule of VHS tapes. Be kind,
Yeah.
please rewind.
Now, Darren, Piccadilly right here is just as busy as Times Square, right?
Yeah, it's. I mean, my office is right behind where he is now. Well, it was, sorry, until lockdown, and then we moved somewhere else. But for 20 years, I worked in Piccadilly.
Nice.
And it was fantastic walking through there pretty much every day and looking around and knowing that this movie, this fucking amazing set piece that's going to happen in the next sort of 15 minutes or so, was all filmed right where I was stood every day. You know, it's superb.
Yeah, and I heard they had to film at night too, because that was the only time they were able to close the whole like area to the film.
Yeah, they did it over 2 nights. I think they had it was something like 1 a.m. till 5 a.m. or something like that.
Yeah, I think that was right according to the podcast I listened to.
Yeah, the one that wasn't ours.
Yeah.
Come on. You could have learned that from Darren, man. You could have learned it from Darren.
Come on, I'm subscribed.
Right from the
I
horse's
follow,
mouth.
I do everything. I always give you the heart. I always give you the thumbs up because they took down the thumbs down feature, so I can't give you that anymore. For all the screen videos.
The experts in Hawaii.
You learn all these British facts from an American somewhere, right?
Yeah.
No. They did the majority of the filming in Piccadilly Circus, but the kind of bigger stunts that you see with the bus and some of the sort of crashes and that were done at I think it was Pinewood, which is about kind of 20 miles away from Piccadilly.
And I noticed earlier too that he gave out the number on screen, which is very risky to do because people there you have that one dumb person actually call the number. So in every American movie we have a certain number. Do you all have that, Darren?
Everything that I hear in American movies always starts with 555.
Yep.
Yes. And I saw 432 on the screen, so I didn't know if that was your all's number.
This is cool.
No.
See you next Wednesday.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
there you
if
go.
I
There's
call
the
that
film.
number right now, I get that phone booth.
That same phone booth, yeah.
It'll ring. Somebody will pick up.
Oh,
Piccadilly's
yeah,
a cool spot, man.
and to meet your best friend at a porn theater too. That must be a weird conversation to have.
This was an actual theater in Piccadilly. It's not long. It's no longer there. It's now actually a Gap. Do you have Gap in the US?
Yep. Well, yeah, they're dwindling.
It's now a
Somewhere.
Gap.
You could find one somewhere.
Yeah, no, nobody goes in Gap, do they? I don't think.
Darren, do you need to leave us for a moment after this?
No, I'm good. I'm all right.
Okay.
actually.
Terrific animatronic.
So this is now.
too.
Yeah, this is a puppet now.
Yeah, it's gotten pretty wild.
I love how he itches his nose because he's itchy.
This was actually specially shot for this film. This was shot at Pinewood Studios. And the girl that you see there is a famous porn actress called Lindsay Drew, who's married to married to a British porn star, famous British porn star called Ben Dover.
It's a good name. That's very
Take your work home with you, right?
Wonder how they met.
It's amazing, isn't it? This puppet that they're using here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you. I didn't even know it was a puppet until you
Yeah,
said
it is. Yeah.
Because from that angle, it looks like that's him.
Mm-hmm.
I love just the sound in the background the whole time.
Yeah. It kind of takes you out of it for a little bit.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of, they're probably like showing a scene from X that recently just came out.
The Farmer's Daughter, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm actually going to watch that tomorrow night. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, it's so
yeah.
good.
Enjoy it, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, I just rented it and I'm going to watch it tomorrow. I got it in 4K too, so I can enjoy the experience more.
Excellent.
Surround sound.
Oh yeah, the surround sound. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, I can't wait to catch that one again, man. It's going to be awesome.
It's like 96% on Rotten Tomatoes or something. X.
It's pretty high.
So.
Yeah, it's way up there. And it's actually, I mean, the fans like it too, from the most part, I think.
I love his.
Yeah,
I love it. I loved House of the Devil. I thought that was fantastic, and The Innkeepers as well. The other film they did, Ty West.
I need to catch
terrific
those
film.
still.
Yeah, House of the Devil's superb.
I just love how she smiles and goes, "Hello, I'm glad to be dead." Yeah, different. That's totally different there, David. How
All
the
these,
hell will he know?
All these examples of how he can top himself, fantastic.
And then, in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the background, it's great.
X for 96% by the tomato meter and 74% from the audience.
Okay.
Really good score and it's an A24 film too.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to checking
That
out
would
again.
be a fun
man.
best and worst episode for you all to do.
We're planning it. Actually, we just spoke about it today.
Excellent.
In the next week or two, we'll probably put something out there on it, I think.
There better be one favorite part of the movie. That's all I can say. If Frank doesn't
Okay.
say it, I'm going to be pretty pissed. But no, of all
that
seriousness, it's such a
Yep.
great film.
Cool.
Yeah, definitely recommend it.
Yeah.
If
This
I was
movie
one
must
that-
be really good if he's going out.
I know. If I was wanting to chill in the theater, I'd turn around and go, "Dude, would you keep it down and act like you've been here before?"
It's
We're
not
trying to enjoy the movie.
I always found
Way
this
too
really
much.
creepy. This guy standing above him, just staring at him as he's changing.
Well, that's the same. Yeah, he's like, yeah, just you gotta freaking relax, man. You gotta
Yeah.
let us all enjoy it.
Do you think it was the moons on the screen that made him change rather than moon in Piccadilly?
You know what? It must be easier for him to change if he's killed this guy coming up fairly quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
Are
point.
those the
It's
moonshot that
definitely
you
easier
were
than the
looking
first time.
for?
Yeah, those are the moons. It's a double moon.
Look at that. Tickets £2.60. You
How
go
much
watch
is
a
that?
film and that's like $3.50 or
Yeah, about
something.
$3.50 over here.
Yeah, my kind of night.
If you go to London in the West End now and go see a film, you're looking at $40 or something like that to watch a
Jeez.
movie.
Sheesh.
Look at that mess.
I said, what kind of freaking massive orgy did they have in here?
Someone got a little too excited.
Like they took the movie Society. Wait, this is where Society got its idea.
Oh.
This
They're
is
still
just
going
an
at it.
absolutely amazing set piece coming up now.
And I actually did
Yeah,
hear, saw like in the cast that the director actually has a small cameo, and he's known
does.
as the Windows Smash guy.
That's
Stuntman,
right.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
right, Brett. Now,
And
Rick
if you-
Baker did all the wolf movement because he was so scared it would break because he only had one of these made.
Well, shoot, I don't blame him because I bet they blew most of the budget on those practical effects.
Yeah.
If you notice, the cops asked for somebody to bring rifles because the police are not armed in the UK, and still aren't today, apart from maybe tasers and a nightstick.
What a horrible sound that a creature's making behind that, right? Behind that barricade. Ooh.
That guy's
Cool
not gonna
effects,
get
man.
ahead in life.
Freaking heads getting chopped off.
Ah. You know they forgot that head? They had to go back and get it. They really did. They really had to go back and
Oh,
get
was
it.
that was that him?
There he
smash
goes.
window?
Yep, through the window.
Right.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's a creepy looking thing, dude.
Right there. There he was.
Hell yeah.
Oof. It's because
Oh.
Piccadilly's so busy at night. I mean, it's just a chain reaction, isn't it?
Yeah,
take
it's
the-
Final Destination style, dude.
Yeah, it's. I mean, take the busiest intersection in your town, and just puts one problem in it, and it's a domino effect.
It's a 24-hour area, like Times Square, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
This is the back of my offices.
In the alley.
Yeah, it's round the
That's the
corner
kind of
from where I
activity that
work.
happens.
And this is right there. This is right there next to Soho, right?
Yep, that's right.
From Last Night in Soho, Birdie.
Yep,
Ooh.
yep.
Another great movie.
Love that film.
Oscar nominated, right?
I don't
think so.
it
I think-
should have been.
I think for
It was for-
sound.
It's
Or
something like that, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, the soundtrack for that movie was spectacular.
So this is it. When we need guns, we have to call a special response team to to come in.
In the
And I
States,
guess
half
they
of,
have to load. They have to load up on the way there. Apparently.
The shit,
You know, it's funny-
It's not every day you see a werewolf.
but in the States, half the crowd would have been armed.
Yeah, 100%.
They would have took him out like Halloween 4 style.
The redneck police force.
Yeah, depending on what you're at, that would actually happen though. That's Ted Hollister.
Would it be funny if they shot they shot somebody's dog at the end of this instead?
Fluffy. I love how she was able to get by, but everybody else is held back perfectly just fine.
I think they filmed a couple endings.
Mm-hmm.
I think she was actually going to get shot in this too.
Damn, see, that would have been sad.
Yeah. And it's a sad moment right here, one particular moment. Where if you guys look where she says, "I love you, David." He almost recognizes her.
Yeah, before he jumps.
Yeah. Yeah, if I'm at work and I see that, I'm not going down that alley.
Not a chance.
Nope, you can have my money. Here's my wallet. Nope, bye.
All I have is a snare pole. That's all I have.
Snare
Oh,
pole and a
okay,
lousy
yeah, there's the
salary.
look.
Get out of
Yeah.
here. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, right there. Oh,
Just for that little first off, that's a great shot to miss her to hit the werewolf.
What if they did hit her though, and she just fell over?
I bet that, like, in a blooper reel, they accidentally shoot her. if it accidentally killed Brother Fluff, well, our stunt double's dead.
get a new ass.
And it ends
Jake
perfectly
Burke
as
from,
well. You don't need any more than that. It
No,
just, there's no fluff at the end or anything. It's like
Yep.
he's dead, she's crying, that's it. It's over. It's
Yeah, like,
credits,
what more
I
else
like it.
do you want? But,
and
man,
even
guys,
Naughty Nina gets a credit, look.
Yep.
But guys,
Hey, Chase
that
Moser's
is An
here, man.
American Werewolf in London. So what we'll do is, what's up, Chase? From Chase Mover. Yeah, can't talk right now. Moser Movie Reviews. What's going on?
Yeah, man.
Hey,
He
Chase.
popped in to say
Hey, Chase.
hello, and he's glad for you guys getting on the subscribers. He said you guys definitely deserve it. And
thank
he,
you.
He popped in on his professional account as well here. So yeah, good dude. We've had him on a channel back when we were doing the Star Wars stuff. Actually, we were talking about earlier. So thanks
Yeah.
for dropping
Cool.
in.
The one fact we abruptly ended for some reason. But, like, crap, we got to do Darren and Frank next. But
Let's just cancel
no.
it.
yeah, it's just too cold to lightning. But so Frank and Darren, and then we'll go next after that. Your all's overall thoughts on the movie, and what would you rate it?
Well, it's a horror classic. it's the top echelon of werewolf movies. This is probably the first werewolf movie I was introduced to, besides the classic '50s werewolf of Lon Chaney Jr. But this is a little bit more adult, and for me, if I didn't give it 100 out of 100 because of our name, it would be a sin. So that's for me. It's 100 out of 100.
Awesome.
No, I think for me as well, it's a movie that I saw as a young kid and has stayed with me ever since. And particularly because the settings of it supposedly being set in Yorkshire, where I'm from, and also I moved from Yorkshire to London when I was 19. And yeah, you get all those great shots of Piccadilly where I work or where I used to work. I've moved to Paddington now, but
Like the bear.
Like the bear, yeah. It's kind of embossed in my head, and I love the film. It's in my top 5 for sure, and it's done as okay calling our channel the Slaughtered Lamb Movie Podcast. So I love it. I think it's a terrific film.
Hell yeah. Brad, what did you think about it, and what would you rate it?
Second watch for me here tonight. I've actually just watched it for the first time not too long ago. Really enjoyed it. I think it's. I mean, of all the werewolf movies I've seen, it probably is my favorite. I can't think of anything that beats it. Great freaking effects. Good score. Good music, I should say. Good soundtrack. It's a fun time, but it's also scary at times. I'm going to go with a 4.5.
Ah, damn, you
Wow.
took the rating right out of my head right there. But because I was going to give it a 4.5 as well. The first time watched it was a 4 out of 5. But after hearing some more details about it, easily goes to a 4.5 for me. Greatest werewolf movie I've seen, and the best transformation, not just werewolf transformation, but the best transformation scene of all time in horror movies. Absolutely spectacular. It gets better with every watch with that transformation scene. I just have a really good time with it, and I'm going to try and make it a yearly tradition to watch this movie. So absolutely love it.
Yeah, it's a good bet to do that, man. It's a fun watch for as crazy it is and whatnot. At times, it's still fun, man, and that's important, I think.
And like you gentlemen said, it started a whole new category for the Oscars for special effects. And when Rick Baker got his award, who was the person who gave it to him? The legendary Vincent Price was the one who handed it to him. I mean, that's got to be such an honor, to do that, especially when a guy says, when Vincent Price is talking about the award, he says, "It's about time we honor the macabre and the death and destruction of horror and special effects." I can't do a Vincent Price; it's awful.
It is amazing.
I thought that was good.
I thought that was good. So.
Yeah. It's amazing though that they never recognized special effects until they did this movie. Rick Baker they created a category just to give him the award because it was so amazing back 40 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. And
terrific.
The Exorcist had some good effects in their movie as well until the Blu-ray came out, and you can see all the wires attached to Reagan.
Take your time, right, Brett? Take your time and get those out of there. You can do it easily.
Oh, easily.
Don't be sloppy and leave them in.
Yeah, you have the technology to do it.
And then when you've done that, Brett, can you put the 78 Myers mask into Halloween 4? Frankly, I'm dying to see that.
Or better yet, let's just do Bandage Myers throughout the whole movie.
Oh, that would be cool as well. We'd take that.
Or the pink mask, man. I would take that over the one we got. The one with the blonde hair.
Or what about Nicolas Cage?
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Oh my gosh. But so to wrap things up, Frank and Darren, again, thank you guys so much for hopping on here with us. We had an absolutely great time, and I'm seeing the comments in the chat. They had a great time as well. What do you guys have coming up on your all's channel, and just any future projects you want to talk about, or just anything? If you just want to talk more about this movie, you can, or just what you got coming up on the channel.
Go ahead, Darren.
Okay, so we just recorded 3 episodes, I think, in the last few days. So we did Evil Dead 2, which is going out tomorrow night. We had a great time doing that. We've done another episode on reboots. People seem to like those. Which reboot? Who did it better? Was it the original movie or the reboot? And the next episode includes The Thing, The Fly, House of Wax, and I Am Legend. And they're all kind of remakes of 50s and 60s films. So that was the kind of link with those guys, with those movies. And then finally, we've done I won't say too much about it, but we've done a video which is going to come out, I think, on Monday, called Ranking Donald. So we'll leave it at that. But it's really good fun, and it's. I don't think anybody's done it before. Not in this way, Frank.
No. And I also, then if you guys want to watch later on, maybe next week or the week after, I'm going to be revealing a brand new cardboard cutout.
Okay.
I was excited when I got it today.
He's been talking about this cardboard cutout. You see those guys in the chat, you see the cardboard cutouts that Frank's got behind him. The one on the left is Frank's grandfather.
Yeah.
Frank actually ordered that one, and the guy rang him up and said, this standee of your grandfather's now ready to collect.
I bet the cutout is going to be the nurse from this movie.
It could be.
It could be.
And that would be your slaughtered lamb, like homage to the movie, and your awesome.
It could be 40-foot legs from the cover of X in the background.
Yeah, just the legs, nothing.
Yeah, just the crossing of legs. Yeah, statue.
He actually revealed this new cutout. He actually received this new cutout today. And I said, "Are you going to debut it tonight?" And he went, "No. I need to take time and position it and all that." And I said, "At least send me a photograph of it. I'm dying. I know what it is, but
I got to clean it up first."
At least send me a photograph of it. And he wouldn't even do that. I'm dying to see it. In fact, I actually sent him the image to create the cutout of. So
it's a custom cutout.
Polaroids.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's a custom cutout.
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
It is.
I need to
Darren's
make
just as
myself.
sick as me. Can say, here's the picture.
this is his bedroom as well. Can you imagine what him and his wife going to bed's like, with bloody Donald Pleasance looking over them,
Leering at my bed.
6 times, Frank.
Yeah, you're doing it 6 times. Enough.
You don't know what death is.
Or get out now.
Did Frank kill again? Oh my God.
Did Frank kill again? Not Brett. Not for a long, long time.
Oh my gosh, man. Man, you make my jaw hurt over here. But Brad, do you want to say what's coming up on our channel on the Robert Egger side of things? Because I know that's your boy.
Yeah, man. So we did the Witch earlier this week. That was a lot of fun. Next, I guess Monday, the Lighthouse review will be dropping. And then next Wednesday, we're doing the live show, the Slash It Out Lighthouse versus the Witch before the Northman comes out Friday. We're going to check that out. We're going to review that. We're going to rank those 3 movies and then just get back into those Slash It Outs now that we're done with the Real March Madness and everything and the birthday watches. There was something, Brett, you're redoing the Scooby-Doo thing on Tuesday.
Yeah, well, we're rescheduling it. Something came up on Tuesday, so me and Destiny are going to reschedule that for this coming Tuesday, April the 19th, for Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed watch party to finish off the BrettMan birthday watch series. And then on the 24th, the show I do with Destiny called Back from the Dead, where we celebrate horror movie anniversaries. We will do the month of April, so that would be on the 24th at 12 o'clock Eastern Time. And might be some Jurassic Park. What's Awesome About series. We're still trying to figure out what we want to do with Jurassic Park, but we're definitely going to do it because I absolutely love Jurassic Park. And then other than that, yeah, like Brad said, we'll got a lot of Slash It Out videos we want to do live, and we're going to focus on that.
Hell yeah, man! I got some good times.
Looking forward to it, guys.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
Is the Northman not out where you are at the moment?
No.
It comes out next Thursday, but I gotta do a birthday dinner that day, so I'm gonna have to go see it Friday.
They've had some
Next
some
week.
press screenings and some some early premieres that some people have had the opportunity of seeing it, but for the general masses, it's going to be next.
I think it came out here today, and the reviews have been absolutely phenomenal.
Men in loincloths.
Yeah, Robert Eggers having a $75 million budget.
90.
$90 million budget.
Yeah.
Like, there's no excuse to not make a good movie.
A combined 15 mil for his first two films, which 10 of that was Lighthouse.
Golly.
So
Yeah,
this is his
yeah.
third film too, and that's like you gotta have a lot of faith in a director to do that.
yeah.
Will you guys have a Northman versus versus Braveheart in a future episode?
That's a possibility.
maybe?
Yeah, or
very
Gladiator
good
or something.
possibility.
Yeah, we'll have to check it out and see what it's going to be.
Which secret? I haven't seen Gladiator or Braveheart.
Yeah.
I know. We're gonna have to edit on that note before I get myself in more trouble on this channel. So,
Zep, you
Frank,
bastard!
But you see it every damn Scream movie.
Frank, are you not
three.
fond of me lobster? Are
I
you
know
not
you're fond of
me
your lobster. You're
Ghosties?
drunk.
Oh my gosh! But no,
It's not spot
Frank
with
and
the girl.
Darren, guys, words can't be said enough how grateful we are for y'all making time out of your all's busy schedule. Because again, you all are killing it on your all's channel and podcast right now, and we could not be more proud of you. I even made the joke: if there's one channel to pass us, we want it to be you guys. And not only did you take that literally,
That's very
you just
nice.
busted
Thank
down
you.
the damn door of it too. So, but no, of all seriousness, you guys deserve all that success and way much more. And we can't wait to see where your all's journey goes next. As long as you're staying on the road.
Yeah, you gentlemen are good friends, and
Yeah.
and it's better when things are in twos, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like Twixes. We're the Twixes. We all four of us are Twixes.
I'm the right
Who's the
side.
left
and
side?
Brett's
Who's the
left.
right side?
Well, I'm right because I'm always right. So,
You're
Get
the
outta
Kit
here.
Kat,
No.
we're the Twix.
That's better, though.
so are you the Oreo Twix or are you the salt and caramel Twix? Okay, this is getting weird.
We don't have
we're-
such luxuries in the
we're the
UK.
regular
We just got
Twix. What happened?
Twixes.
Hey,
Yeah.
the normal one's just fine too. But yeah, before I make things more weird and just get myself
Quick
in
side.
trouble. So, guys in the chat, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, Frank and Darren, thank you so much for joining us
welcome.
for this watch party, and keep watching us and to see what comes up next on both sides. And we'll see you guys for the next one.
Yes.
Yeast. Brad, why do you keep saying yeast? I don't even know where that comes from.
Yeah, you do.